Hello and welcome along to Moss Valley. Field 33 is proving to be too large to handle for our current equipment, so we're going to split it in two and seed winter wheat in one half. Will this help us manage our fields? Let's get farming. Before I get started on splitting Field 33 today, we need to sort the stuff from our garden. We've got quite a few pallets of sugar beet here. We also have quite a few pallets of the corn as well. In fact, I'm going to turn the sugar beet off because we have more than enough of that. So into here, and on our production screen, we will just deactivate the sugar beet. How much water do we have on here? We only have 384 liters of water, so we need to refill that today as well. And it looks like, yeah, we've run out of corn in the pig production, or the pig food production, so we want to get a load of corn over there for that as well. Thankfully we do have 2 pallets of it, but look at how much quicker the sugar beet is producing here than the corn. And once we've got a decent amount of pig food and got the pigs running very nicely, we're actually going to continue producing stuff from this garden. I think we'll probably be producing sugar beet or potatoes from here just to give us a little bit of extra income, because as suggested in the comments, getting to 1 million in 2 years on here is going to be quite a tough job. And we drove through that pig feed trigger again and lost some of that. I should be able to get past the yard here. So there we go. That's nice and good. We've got a fair amount of lime still kicking about. We have got that field to finish today. And if we need to, I know we've got a load of lime ready for delivery. So I'm just going to see how much we are going to need on top of what we've got now. We have a full trailer of lime and we've got a load more. We did spend a lot of money on lime last time. I estimated in the end it was about £30,000 that we spent on lime. So we've got plenty, I think, to get that job done. And if not, we should have space for some more. We need to get corn in here, though, because at the moment we've got plenty of sugar beet and not enough corn. Last of the corn into our pig feed mixer. And now we've got a fair amount. Yeah, we do need to get a lot more corn in here. We have tons of everything else at the moment and not enough corn. We do have 10,000 liters of pig feed, and not a moment too soon. We're pretty good on both of our sets of pigs. This is the one where we keep dumping stuff in by mistake, so that looks like it's going okay. We could do with putting another 5,000 feed into both. So we'll give that a go a bit later as well, I think. Now I need to get a bit of water, put that into the garden, and we can start looking at field 33. I love this water pump sitting beside here. We can just hook up, refill, and then take it straight to the garden. It does cost us money to do this, I think. No, in fact, it doesn't, because this is our own borehole. So we don't spend any money getting money from our own borehole into the garden, and this system works out so well for us. I do want to get the production in our garden increased soon, and we should be able to do that once we start getting some fertilizer and seeds on the farm. I'm hoping we're not going to have to spend too much with that to get that working, but it shouldn't be too bad. I could do the water from here, but I like to get right up to the fill point and then do that there. So we'll empty that out, and that then should keep our our garden going for quite a while. Now we can turn our attention to field 33 and getting it split, and I want to split it really down this central line here. Very important we try and get it so we can just run our mouse the whole way down the field. So if I leave the mouse in one place, that is going slightly to the side. So yeah, getting this adjustment is going to be difficult. We're going to run it basically down where we've mulched, this split in the middle here. And we're going to run it from the top corner here all the way down. So we want to go painting. think I'm just going to do a dirt line down the middle. So we've got dirt there. We want a slightly larger setup, so we'll increase the size of that to about there-ish. I think will be a good one. We'll change the shape so it's nice and round. And then, yeah, we're just going to send the dirt all the way down at the middle of the field here. So that is my start point. And I'm just going straight down the middle, holding the mouse on the line as it goes. This should be, with any luck, quite straight. And down to the bottom. Yeah. So I don't need grass in the middle of it. I might put some bushes and things to sort of delineate it. But you can see now that's a pretty straight setup here. We just got a little bit of lime to put across the field. We also... Well, we just need to get the headlands mulched as well, and probably do that ourselves. So let's go from there. First things first then is to get the rest of this field limed, because we want to get this tractor available to us. And then I might try and... No, we'll go and then mulch this ourselves. Just mulch these headlands to get them out the way. And... with any luck, that will then be done by midday. I'm not immediately going to worry about liming the other side of the field until we need it, because we're going to need this tractor to do our seeding later on. Let's unfold this, get the rest of this field that has already been mulched, limed, and then it'll be ready for us pretty much to get it seeded. And yeah, we'll actually have some winter crop in, which will be fantastic for us. Judging by how much lime we're getting through just finishing off this side of the field, I think we're going to end up needing another full batch of lime for here. In fact, let's stop that there, because we've got a patch at the top that needs fixing, and then we can go and refill this. But yeah, we're going to need a little bit more. And I think what I'll do is probably get this on a hired worker, liming the other side of field 33. And we can then go and get this, then we'll be, at least be part of the way through the rest of the field by the time we need to go and get that planted. It's going to be planting the canola in field 32, and we're going to be putting spring barley now in the other half of field 33, and this half will get winter wheat in, and that will then be a really good setup across our farm. I do love being able to pick up 4 bags at this at a time. It was really useful yesterday, massively useful again today. And as I said before, our little yard tractor, that is not as useful as it probably once was on this farm, especially with 4 bags like this at the time. Lime, it's really, really useful. If we were doing fertilizer in here, it'd be really useful as well. I actually think that when it comes to it, we won't be using this so much for seed. I don't know how much seed our seeder takes there, but we need to get that ordered actually. So while we're getting this finished off, and in fact, I think I'm going to set the hired worker going as soon as we get this. We'll get some seed ordered, we'll get some fertilizer ordered, and we will get some more lime ordered. And that should be here by the time we've finished doing the mulching on the rest of the headland here. And we can get that mulching going on the rest of the field. And hopefully this will be far enough along in the lime that we should be okay. Oh, this is really taxing this telehandler, but it's okay. We got this refilled. It's already 25 past 12, so let's send this off. I'm hoping the hired worker will keep on this line here. Yeah, it's having no problem. So we'll leave that going now. And we'll head over and get the mulcher going. I'm going to head round the headland with our piece of kit here. I think we've actually got 3 headlands that we can do with this. Or that we need to do with this, in fact. But we should be all right, I think, getting it done. So start it up, drop it down, and away we go. And I don't know what effect actually doing this ourselves with this mulcher will have, whether it will actually destroy the stubble ahead of us and therefore cause more problems than it solves. So I might have to keep an eye on that, because if that's a problem, that's going to be a big problem in mulching actually being something useful to us. On field 32, it was really bad. The mulching on there is awful, and it really wasn't worth doing. A few people did mention that in the comments of, I think it was a couple of videos ago, and yeah, it was not worth doing. The only reason I did it is because we were going to be doing the liming on there, and the liming was delaying everything. Next time we bale a field, I'm not going to bother mulching it because it's really not worth it. It does look to me like the tires of my tractor might be destroying the stubble ahead of me doing the mulching here. So yeah, if it is, that is a little bit extreme from the stubble mod that's installed on this map. I'm kind of hoping that it isn't the case, but we'll see when we actually come to look at the stubble map, or the mulching map, at the end of this. We are on our way back though, on our second pass, and yeah, it's going to take 3 passes in total to get all of this headland done. Lime spreader has run out of lime. Thankfully, I think we've had a lime delivery. I'll head back to the farm and check. But yeah, we've not got anything left in the shed, and looking at this, we're gonna need at least another 2 loads of lime in order to get this field fully done. We'll try and drive over places where we've already been in the stubble, that way we minimize the tracks. But yeah, at the moment this is still gonna cost a whack more money to go and get the whole field done. And yep, the seed and the fertilizer has all arrived. Wow, look at that amount. That's a huge amount. We've got 8 bags of fertilizer, 8 bags of seed, and another 14 bags of lime here. That is an incredible amount of stuff that's been delivered, but that's all right because we are able to start loading it up. Does mean at the moment we're a little bit strapped for cash to keep this hired worker going, but it should be able to do everything, and we're gonna definitely be able to get into seeding field 33 in earnest. Does mean that going into the new year, we're going to need a fair amount of money, because we're still going to have more seed and more fertilizer to buy, I think. For now, though, there's enough here to keep us going, and we should be able to load all of this up with our JCB without too much issue. I'm going to have to move the seed and the fertilizer, though, because, of course, they're blocking access to our seeder at the moment, and we won't be able to get in here to get that hooked up while they're still placed there. That is all of the lime done, so that's good news. That's all filled up, and now we just need to go and spread the rest of this on the field. We do not have any money for a hired worker anymore, so I need to go and spread the lime here, and then we'll see where we are after that. Actually, let's turn the JCB off. I don't want that running too much. I have a feeling that we've just had a large cost because this lime spreader might just have gone over another hour on here, which is annoying because it means I can't get this going with a hired worker anymore. So we'll have to go and do the rest of the lime manually ourselves and then finish off these headlands, and hopefully our windmills will bring in enough money over the next few hours to get us back to a point where we can hire stuff again, because I would really like to have a hired worker running this field. Get that little patch there, and then we want to run down here. I'm destroying so much of this at the moment. We really want to avoid doing that. And in fact, yeah, we want to be over here onto this line here, and away we go again. After all that, it looks like we only needed one more set of lime, or one more trailer full of lime to get this whole field done. We've still got 11% left, and we're on our very last row here. So we'll store the rest of the lime, because I do have fields that I think would be a good purchase, and we'll need to get something onto them. But yeah, this is looking good. We have got this field limed. Now we need to do is deal with the headland on what I think I'm going to start calling field 33A, which is this one here. There's one takeaway I have from today, is that this job has definitely taken longer than I expected. We have got the liming done, of course. Now we couldn't put the hired worker on it. We're still trying to get the money back from having sorted all of our seed and all of our fertilizer for at least 33A. And we've still got a lot of work to do as we head into the winter months. We are going to stay for another day in November. We've got to get the winter wheat in here, and it's going to be the last day we have to plant that. And then we're going to prepare for springtime, when we're going to get the canola and the spring barley in as quickly as possible. So it's going to be a little bit of leaping forward. I think we're going to use the pigs as well. We're going to have a look at the pigs and our chickens and see where they are. The pigs are definitely going to be the main money maker for us on the farm, especially over a 2-year period. I'm going to hold on to as many pigs as I can for as long as possible. And then we're going to do sell-offs when they reach about a year old. But we want to make sure that we have a good number of pigs on the farm to actually do that with. And our current set of pigs, our current breeders, will go for a few months longer yet. We need to get the good pig feed into them in the near future though, so we have that to do as well. That sunset with the farm silhouette out front is just amazing. This map is so gorgeous. I absolutely love playing on here. Every day is just such a great day, and a beautiful place to be working. It really is. Look at that. And I'm so pleased with how the farm is going. It's not quite working as I expected it to, and we've spent a lot more money in this last couple of days than I expected to, especially on all this lime. We have got a decent store of that now, and if I can sell it, I will, because we could do with getting some money back for it. However, the rest of it is going pretty well. We are going to be in a position to get some crop in the ground in the winter, which is what we really want. Our rotation is beginning to shake out, so we're going to be doing some winter wheat, we're going to be doing some spring barley, and we're going to be doing some spring canola as well. And hopefully our combine will be able to handle all of this. The one downside we've got, of course, is that if we're doing bales on 2 of our 3 fields now, we are not going to get a lot of mulching off either of them. We'll just have to be a little bit more careful about exactly where and how we drive to sort the bales out. However, we now are coming to the end of 33A, mulching these headlands, which is great news. That means that 33A is now ready for us next time to go and do some baling, do some seeding, and get the whole field ready. Before we go, though, I want to look at the mulching situation, and yeah, look at that. The whole of field 32, that just was not worth doing once we got the bales off there. Field 33A, though, look at this headland where we've had to do a load of driving over it as well. So yeah, not good. I'm not expecting the bottom half of this to be great either. In fact, if we have a look at the situation, it shouldn't be too bad. If we get a hired worker to do this, I think we'll be okay. That should mulch pretty well, all things considered. However, we're done and dusted for today, so I'm going to leave this here, which means that all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.